Dearly beloved child, I come to you with open arms to tell you to put your confidence in my presence because I will never abandon you or leave you defenseless. You are important to me, and I desire to strengthen you so that you may live a life filled with freedom, serenity, and steadfast faith. I have seen how you wake up each day. There are moments when you are inspired and eager, and there are others when you are burdened down by your responsibilities. Even in your weakness, you attempt to do good, and even in your doubts, you still seek me. I see the sincerity in your heart, the honest want to learn and develop, and I do not disappoint you. I would want to reassure you that I value your willingness to come before me with an honest spirit. Whether you are feeling unworthy, doubtful, or scared, when you lay your heart open before me, I pour forth my love that is always renewing so that you may walk with confidence and discover what you are looking for. Your soul needs rest, and I want you to put aside your distractions and let every word I say to reverberate inside you. There have been moments when you have questioned whether or not I have observed the agony in your life. You have also questioned whether or not I still see you, or whether or not your screams for assistance are lost in an unending expanse of space. Silence. But I am here, and I have always been here, loving you and guiding you in ways that you do not always recognize. The very breath that you take in is proof of my sustaining power. The gentle impulses that you feel in your heart that lead you to kindness, compassion, and love. Forgiveness is something that comes from me, and it may be difficult for you to understand at times, particularly when the world seems so cruel. However, I want you to cling to the truth. My love for you is a stable anchor in any storm. I'm aware of the needs in your life, and the prayers that you make for your loved ones represent my awareness of those needs. Family, the worries you have for their well-being, and the silent desperation you sometimes feel when they do not listen. You want them to devote their hearts to me. You want for the peace of seeing them, united under my guidance, free from bad habits or phobias. I tell you now, start stitching seeds. If you want to see love in your family, continue to pray for them, even if you do not see any immediate change. Change is sometimes like a slow dawn. At first, you only see a faint light, but then gradually, a transformation takes shape, and before you know it, the whole sky is filled with love. Nevertheless, even when you are feeling disheartened, continue to pray for your loved ones. Every prayer that you lift up is precious to me, and it is never unheard. I see your difficulties as well. You try to talk to your family about my word, but sometimes they ignore you or brush you off. This causes you to get tired and angry, or disappointment threatens to take hold of you. But keep in mind that I speak softly to your heart in my gentleness. I lead you to see that your words can be instruments of healing, and I hope that you have the choice to speak with compassionate patience and understanding. Or you can choose to let harshness and frustration drive your words. Choose compassion, my child, and let the warmth of my love to permeate your words. You do not have to attempt to dominate them or compel them to believe. Your responsibility is to plant seeds, nourish them with prayer and unshakable trust, and allow my spirit to perform the deep work of transformation. Yes, there are times when your family has to be transformed. Will put up a fight and put your patience to the test. Perhaps they are in pain or they have closed their hearts. After suffering disappointments, do not get tired of offering them my love. I do not want you to condemn them or to punish them harshly for every mistake. Instead, I want you to show them my love, want you to model my grace. As you gently rebuke them, remember that word can be like swords piercing. Hearts, use your voice to heal rather than to harm. Do not allow anger to be the dominating force in your family. You have the power to transform the mood in your household by calling on my name and allowing my spirit to fill every nook with calm. I have a magnificent plan, not only for you, but for everyone who lives under your roof. I have not forgotten the early songs of praise that your children sang. I remember their final laughing and their last smiles. childlike faith. I remember how they used to smile at the slightest sign of my blessing, even if they have strayed. They are never beyond my reach. I know exactly what I am doing in their lives, and I will keep drawing them back. Trust in my timing. Sometimes the journey of returning to me is not a straight path. There are twists and turns, but I remain, and I will continue to draw them back. I am unyielding, prayerful, and steadfast. I notice every detail that forms their hearts. I am aware of what they are going through in their day-to-day routines, the temptations that they deal with, and the hidden pains that they seldom confess continue to be a lighthouse for them. When you are in love, you pray for miracles in your relationships, your health, and your money. These issues weigh heavily on you, and you search for fast solutions. You want everything to be fixed overnight, but you need to realize that there is a process that is taking place in your life. It makes you more refined, brings you closer to me, and exposes your own heart so that I may bring about deeper healing. Do not give up hope if things do not change right away. Keep in mind that when a seed is planted, it takes time to establish strong roots before it can break through the dirt. In the same manner, I want to cultivate substantial spiritual roots in you so that you are able to maintain the tremendous benefits and breakthroughs that I have planned for you. Have courage and do not get disheartened by challenges that seem to be too big for you to face on your own. I am aware of how quickly you may become discouraged. You may feel overwhelmed by attempting to repair everything in your own strength. Relax in me. Instead, surrender those issues and observe how my power can do what looks impossible to you. I am not speaking in vague promises. I guarantee you that I will find a way, for there is nothing that is too tough for me. There is no disease, financial strain, or broken relationship that is beyond my capacity to repair. Yes, you may need to be patient since my timing is flawless, and sometimes what you perceive as a delay is really me. In the process of organizing circumstances for a bigger benefit than you could have ever dreamed, trust the process. Keep your heart calm, exercise patience in prayer, and continue to come before me each day with your prayers, your tears, your praises, and your confessions. As you develop in faith, you will learn to recognize my tiny interventions, such as little rays of sunshine breaking through heavy clouds, and at the time when you least expect an even stronger wave of my grace, you will learn to do so without fear because I know you fully, and my love does not change dependent on how well you do. I know you seek assurance. You desire signs and confirmations, and I want you to open your spiritual eyes to see the small wonders I lay before you each day. I want you to recognize the generosity of a stranger. I will wash over you and bring you the miracle that you have been looking for a long time. These moments are not coincidences. They are glimpses of my faithful presence, little reminders that I have not forgotten you. And the greater fulfillment will come at the right time. The unexpected blessing that arrives when you are most in need, the quiet whisper of hope in your heart, just as doubt starts to creep in. These moments are not coincidences. If you take even a few minutes to study and think on the scriptures, you will find that they contain life-sustaining nutrition and direction. I want you to walk by faith, knowing that you are in my competent hands, my darling child. Also remember to stay firm in my word. There is life-sustaining sustenance and guidance in the scriptures. Your heart to my voice, and my counsel my word, trains your mind to think higher thoughts, to see beyond what is in front of you. It reminds you of who I am, a loving Father who holds the universe in his hands, yet cares intimately for your every need. It reminds you that you are never alone. It reminds you that you are never alone. I hear your concerns about your identity, your value, and your purpose. Sometimes you feel inadequate or worthless, particularly when you are confronted with situations that are beyond your current circumstances. There is a bigger reality beyond your present circumstances, a kingdom of hope, truth, and eternal love. Your previous errors. But I want you to know that you are beloved, chosen, and precious, even before you were formed. I saw you and loved you before you were even formed. Nothing about you has surprised me, not even your successes or your failures. I knew every step of your journey, every step of the way. I want to lead you into the fullness of life and character that reflects my image in you. If you maintain your gaze on me, you will watch your life progressively alter from the inside out. I picked you despite the fact that you are not perfect. I do not need you to be perfect in order for me to love you. I tell you that with my strength you can endure anything. The key is not your own might, but your reliance on me. Surrender your weaknesses. Take heart, then, when you notice the battles happening around you, whether they are external conflicts or inner struggles. You have wondered if you are strong enough to endure. I tell you that you can endure anything with my strength, your limitations, and I will demonstrate to you what my power is capable of doing in your vulnerability. My strength can shine brightly. Let go of your pride, which tells you that you have to handle everything on your own. Let your heart be humble and pliable. In humility, you will find a wellspring of grace. There will be times when you fall short. Sometimes you do the one thing that you have vowed to yourself that you would never do again. Do not allow humiliation to consume you. I do not reject a heart that is remorseful. I do not toss away those who fail and return to me. Instead, I grant forgiveness, compassion, and a fresh beginning. Each day is another opportunity to walk past. Faith, yes, be honest with me about your failings, confess them, and let my forgiveness wash you away. Then, rise up, brush yourself off, and continue moving ahead. I do not want you to live in a circle of shame and regret. I want you to learn from your experiences so that you may grow in your faith. I sense the deep yearning in your heart to serve me more effectively. You question whether your age, your history, or your limitations would prohibit you from playing a prominent part in my kingdom. But I see that you are seeking knowledge and insight, as well as freedom from the constraints that formerly held you back. I want to tell you, my child, that I utilize those who are humble and willing. Whether you are young or advanced in years, there is a place in my plan for you. In fact, you may flourish at any stage of life if you put your confidence in me. When you open your hands and say, "Here I am, Lord, use me," I will lead you step by step. You do not need to have every detail sorted out, just be obedient in the minor promptings I lay on your heart, providing a kind word to someone who is in trouble, interceding for a neighbor, sharing your experience of my kindness, or serving as a witness to the goodness of God. Be not scared of the views of others. Some may scorn you or misinterpret your new path of faith. They may criticize your commitment and question your intentions. Nonetheless, your actions will be remembered for all eternity. Dedicating time to helping those who are in need will have a profound impact on eternity. I see your heart, and I know that when your motives are pure, even if the world laughs at you, I will recognize your faithfulness. Therefore, stand tall in the face of rejection, confident that I will honor your faithfulness. Your identity is not defined by their words. Your identity is sealed in my everlasting love. Rejoice over your every step of faith, Creator. I also know that you carry deep wounds. You may not speak of them openly, but they affect how you see yourself and how you respond to other people. Childhood traumas, betrayals, and heartbreak are all things that have shaped the way you guard your heart. Sometimes you hide behind anger or disappointment, pessimism because you are afraid of being wounded again, but I want to cure those hidden wounds. I want my love to enter the areas in your spirit where you have stored up bitter memories. I come not to reprimand you or to push you to bring up previous suffering. Rather, I want to heal those hidden wounds. When you allow me to heal you, you find a new capacity for love, compassion, and hope. Forgiving people who have injured you is not a show of weakness. Rather, it is an opportunity to experience the serenity that only I can provide. I will set you free from the bitterness that binds you. I want you to grow, walk in joy, and blossom in your vocation. I want you to realize that I have so much more in store for you than just surviving. Bitterness is a heavy load, and I want to remove it off your shoulders so that you may breathe, laugh, and live again. I want you to have the opportunity to feel the abundant life that pours from a heart that is linked to mine. Imagine for a minute the metamorphosis that occurs in nature. A caterpillar fights through the crisis stage, which is hidden away and seems to be motionless, yet on the inside a miracle develops as it is. Readied for flight, it ultimately emerges with wings free to fly to new heights, and the same is true for you. The challenges and ambiguities that you face in life may be the precise setting in which your faith becomes stronger and your character is purified. And if you have faith in me, even your suffering may become a springboard for unanticipated rewards, my child. You have inquired about your financial situation, and you have pleaded for the provision to take care of your family and satisfy your needs, responsibilities. I am the one who opens doors that no one else can close. I am the one who can direct you to chances for employment. I am the one who knows every one of the specifics of what you need, from the food on your table to the resources to pay your bills and support the people you care about. I am the one who knows everything you need. I guarantee that I am your provider if you align your life with my values by exercising integrity, diligence, and generosity. If you do this, you will see that I am your provider, or creative who can offer you insight in managing what you have and who can increase your efforts. Hand of blessing. You do not need to chase after quick schemes or compromise your values out of desperation. Remember that my resources are infinite. I can make a way where none seems possible. Keep your heart pure and your mind open to my guidance, for I will not let you down. Your health also matters. I have formed your body, and I care for every cell in your being. Sometimes your ailments are physical, and sometimes they are connected to stress, worry, or emotional pain. Bring all of these concerns to me. I do not want you to be consumed by anxiety over illness or by fear of what may happen. Release those fears into my hands. I am extremely concerned about you. While you should take the essential efforts to care for your body by seeking suitable rest, healthy nourishment, and medical counsel when it is appropriate, you should not forget the power of prayer. Speak life over yourself and announce the truth that I am the one who creates you. I am with you in illness and in health. Lord, who heals you, and know that even when healing does not come in the way or timing you expect, I am still working for your ultimate good. Sometimes I use doctors, nurses, and medicines as instruments of healing. Sometimes I bring supernatural restoration that defies logic. Trust that I know exactly what is best for you and that I am always with you in the process. My child, you are also worried about connections with friends, family, co-workers, and others, some of whom have broken your trust or injured you terribly. It is conceivable that you have chosen to harbor animosity or that you have constructed barriers around your heart. I know how difficult it may be when someone you love hurts you, and I also know how it hurts when misunderstandings push people away, but I want you to know that you should not allow that suffering define you or control your future. I ask you to leave those pains at my feet as a means of protecting yourself. Let me teach you in how to manage disagreements with knowledge and compassion. There will be times when you need to create healthy boundaries, but you should always do it from a place of love and forgiveness. I, too, have faced rejection and betrayal, but my answer to mankind has remained love, mercy, and forgiveness. Release everything to me and believe that I can restore what was broken or assist you to go on if reconciliation is not possible. In any case, you will find peace when you accept forgiveness. Forgiveness may do more harm to your spirit than any exterior fight. Entrust your relationships to my care. I also see the yearning in your heart for deeper friendship and fellowship. Loneliness can weigh heavily, making you believe that no one truly understands you, but I assure you that I understand you completely. I am closer to you than your own heartbeat. Come to me in prayer. Pour out your loneliness, and I will take care of it. I will bring people into your life who can elevate you, strengthen you, and walk beside you in mutual faith. The wait may try your patience, but do not hurry into relationships that are not aligned with my will only to escape. I will bring people into your life who can do all of these things. I know that when you are experiencing times of doubt or temptation, you may worry whether you will ever be able to get beyond your old patterns. I know that your value is much too high to settle for relationships that draw you away from me. Trust that I have friendships planned for you that represent the sort of unselfish love and devotion that you seek. It is possible that there are patterns of behavior that keep you from achieving your goals, such as anger, jealousy, anxiety, and addiction. You have asked me whether there is hope for me, and I have responded that there is a great deal of hope. The path to freedom may involve endurance, and there are moments when you may have setbacks, but each time you should come back to me and allow me to assist you in analyzing the underlying reasons of your difficulties. Frequently, unresolved pain or falsehoods that you have believed about yourself are the causes of loops of harmful behavior. My light reveals those lies and helps you to overcome them. My truth is what sets you free. Surround yourself with godly advice. Stay anchored in my word and keep going even when it's difficult. Real change is possible, and I guarantee that I will never give up on you. Remember that I am not a remote being. When you are tired, let my power maintain you. When you are glad, let my pleasure in you enhance your celebration. When you are afraid, let my perfect love sustain you. I am a divinity who is indifferent to your everyday reality. I care about every part of your existence. I am the one who whispers encouragement in your heart. You are able to do anything with the power that I supply. You never have to walk alone. I am your continuous companion. I am your source of everlasting life, and I am your loyal friend whenever you feel as if you are on your own. Prayers bounce off the ceiling. Keep praying. Prayer is not a ritual to satisfy me. It is a relationship-building discussion that connects your heart with mine. As you continue, you get more attuned to my voice. You become more sensitive to the subtle advice I put in your way. And even though you might not be aware of it, every sincere prayer is like a seed that I nurture, and it will eventually bring fruit. Remind yourself on a daily basis that prayers that are made with love and humility have enormous power, and they have the ability to soften hearts, open new doors of opportunity, spark healing, and bring about breakthroughs that no earthly effort could achieve. I also want to remind you to be patient with yourself. Growth is a lifetime process. There will be days you feel strong and unshakable, and other days you feel as though you have made no progress at all. But do not let momentary adversity is the defining characteristic of the whole journey. My grace is sufficient for you. My power is perfected in your weakness. Take one step at a time and do not detest the seasons of waiting in waiting. You gain persistence in waiting. You discover your potential in waiting. A parent does not give a kid tasks that may overwhelm or hurt them, and in the same manner I release benefits according to the maturity and ability of the child. Profound need for me, and you acquire the patience that is necessary to steward the blessings that are still to come. Readiness of your heart. You can trust that the time is always guided by my deep love for you. When guilt or condemnation attempts to torment your mind, when accusations flood your thoughts, or when others around you criticize and disgrace, you remember my voice. I am for you, not for anyone else's judgment or shame. Against you, I correct you with love, never with the aim of destroying your soul. I convict you, so that you might understand the evil of your ways and come back to the road of life. However, I do not condemn you if you feel crushed or despairing that you have no hope for the future. It is not my voice that destroys those falsehoods that claim you are worthless and irredeemable, or that I have given up on you. Those are the whispers of the adversary. My voice always provides hope, even when it is correcting you. I will never degrade you, and I regard you as my friend. You were designed to reflect my glory and love in a world that sorely needs a sight of heaven in times of tiredness. Child deserving of redemption, equipped with a lofty calling. Embrace the reality that you were made for more than mere existence. You were meant to reflect my glory and love. Rest in me. Holy rest is a proclamation of confidence, a statement that you think I am in charge as you submit to peace. You do not have to be everything for everyone. I do not expect you to bear the weight of the world on your shoulders. I am the one who gives you rest. You should ask me to take on your responsibilities, your worries, and your uncertainties, and I will help you to regain your strength so that you may rise with bravery and clarity. Spend some quiet moments in my presence, away from the commotion of everyday life, since it is in stillness that you can find the answers you need. It may not be evident to you, but I remember the times you called out to me in the past. I want you to feel my gently voice telling you that you are carried in my loving arms. I want you to stop trying for a long enough period of time to feel my tranquility and wrap you up like a warm hug. When you conquered temptations that previously ruled you, I watched how you extended forgiveness when everything in you wanted revenge. I saw how you gave freely to someone in need, even when you were in a state of desperation. I saw the nights that you grieved, and in your sorrow you grew closer to me. I observed when you overcame temptations that we had once dominated you. You felt as if you had very little of yourself. Each act of faith and love is a testament to how my spirit is at work in you. Do not downplay these wins. Exult in them because they confirm that you are growing in grace, even though there is still a long way to go. Let my promises resound in your heart today. I am your God, guardian. I will not let your foot to slide. I watch over you in every season when the sun scorches by day, when darkness fills the night. I am there standing guard when others attempt to curse you or say evil about you. I turn their words into dust, no weapon produced against you. I will defend you in every season. You are going to be successful because I am your protector and shield. Allow this fact to instill confidence in you. You do not have to live in fear of what other people may say or do. Their power is limited, but mine is infinite. If I am for you, who can stand against you? Remember this, my child. I formed you. Child, assistant. I formed your soul for communion with me both now and forever. Do not let yourself be overwhelmed by transitory worries at the price of your everlasting destiny. Instead, maintain your concentration on what really matters to you. Your existence on earth is transient, but it is not pointless. You are an immortal creature. Matters loving myself, loving others, walking in integrity, serving with real kindness. In the end, faith, hope, and love endure. Let love guide your decisions. Learn to understand the worth of each day, because each day is a gift when you come to it, is a gift when you come to it. To the end of your journey on earth, what will remain is not the wealth you have amassed or the applause you have received, but the love you have poured out, the souls you have touched, and the relationship you have cultivated with me. You may experience periods of dryness in your spiritual life, when you do not feel my presence as strongly as you did in the past. I understand that this can happen. Seem perplexing. You could believe that I have distanced myself from you, but I never really leave. Sometimes I let the sense of dryness come over you so that you can learn to walk by faith rather than by experiencing emotions that can change. I do not want your relationship with me to be dependent simply on how you feel about me. Your genuine faith will stay unwavering, even when the sentiments of believing that I am still with you push in via prayer, worship, and the study of my word. Eventually, you will discover that the wilderness you went through actually reinforced your roots and expanded your dependence on me more than you ever thought possible. You have memories of how my grace has rescued you from despair, and you have seen my faithfulness when things looked hopeless. There are people around you who are in need of the gift of love and compassion that I have put inside you. There is someone who needs to hear your story. I want others to hear your testimony so that they may find encouragement for their own fight. Do not be afraid to tell your experience. You do not need to be a polished speaker or have a platform to shine my light. Your authentic narrative, when given with humility, has the potential to shatter bonds in the life of another person. The spiritual battle that rages unseen can be intense at times, and you may wonder why you experience so many obstacles and trials. I want to assure you that these are not indications that you are being abandoned. On the contrary, your faith has a target. Your life experiences are for good, and your past pains become seeds of hope for others. On its back, precisely because it is precious, the adversary of your soul attempts to discourage you in order to make you doubt your identity and my goodness. But you do not fight alone, the enemy of your soul. I, your God, stand with you. I command angels about you to guard you in all your ways. Use the authority. Use my word to resist any lies or manipulations, keeping your mind on the truth. You are my beloved, sealed by my spirit. No power in heaven or on earth can snatch you from my hand. Stand strong, wearing the armor of righteousness, truth, faith, and my promise is you will experience victory even if you are going through a difficult time. I am proud of you even now as you read or hear these words. I am speaking into your soul. I see you, my precious child. I see your tenacity. I see how you are striving to find a balance. I cannot believe how long the struggle has been. Do not give in to despair. I see your tears that are hidden from view and the prayers that you say in silence for the people you care about. I see your desire to honor me in every choice that you make. Do not be embarrassed of your troubles, because your tenacity in the face of adversity is a demonstration of the strength that I possess. Placed within you, let this encouragement soak into your very soul, overshadowing every negative thought that has tried to belittle you. Allow my peace to settle in the deepest parts of you. Yes, that peace that transcends human logic. You cannot always grasp it with your mind, but you can feel its calm presence in your heart. Let my peace protect your heart from worry and tension. Let it be the anchor that holds you stable when life's storms blow. It is the serenity that whispers everything will be all right, even when your circumstances scream otherwise. It is the quiet in the thick of the storm. Let my peace guard your heart. Nevertheless, you will only be able to receive this item in its whole if you give up control, admit that you are dependent on me, and have faith that I am working for your benefit. As you give up, you will see a shift in your viewpoint, where you previously perceived hurdles that were hard to overcome. Will begin to see possible stepping stones where you previously just saw issues. You will start to see lessons where you once felt alone. You will experience my presence more tangibly, and this viewpoint will